Teams are sitting fairly even on the...
And we're back for the second term.
Winners don't wait for chances, they take them.
Mumford taps it. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Scully with the running catch. Approaching the goals now. What a great goal by Scully. The Giants by 7 points. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Big thump from Mumford. He gets a kick out of the pack. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Smith has a shot. It's a question of accuracy. Way to Western Sydney with the upper hand in this match. And it shows on the scoreboard, leading 27-14.
Mumford is superb with his ruck work. Once his eyes are locked onto the ball, there's little chance he won't get a fist to it. Shield gets his man, holding the ball. Shield plays it on. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. He gets his hands on the footy. Haynes kicks it. Davis with the kick.
Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Lobs the pass. Approaching the goals now. Gains possession. Rance with the ball. Mumford with the interception. Get that weak shiitake mushroom out of here. Not sure what he was trying to attempt there, but the ball is... Takes possession. Patton put his head down, running for home. Greater Western Sydney in front.
GWS could just playing kick to kick out there and have barely had to crumb a loose ball in the forward line.
Mumford with a big fist on it. Hand passes. Slams it on the boot. The ball kept alive, but his attempt was in vain. It's over the line. The ball has been thrown in. Mumford wins the tap. Terrible timing by Marriage. Cochin with a short hand pass. Williams with the interception. Scully takes it well. He chooses to play on. He plays on. Martin hand passes the ball to the runner going past. Wood unable to hold on. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. Gets the distance. Big trouble for Richmond. They need to kick a few now.
Rewalt is incredibly competitive, and you can count on the fact that if he makes a mistake, apart from being dirty on himself, you won't see another one for a long, long time.
Moves it quickly by hand. Nothing presenting. He fires it to an empty space. The ball picked up. I haven't seen him for a while, Richo.
Yeah, he's having a quiet match, Dennis.
Jams it on the boot. He picks up the loose ball. He gathers the loose ball. Marriage heading in. Watch his style. Richo, help me out here. What was he thinking?
Ice cream. It's my best guess.
I would have expected him to nail that. Davis kicks. A chance for both teams to set up as the ball crosses the line. A lot of jostling as the boundary umpire puts the ball back into play. Nicely intercepted by Shaw, finding the running player. Caddy has his head down now. Caddy goes goalward. It's through.
Caddy needs to gain a more familiar and consistent goal-kicking routine. And when he does that, he will be rewarded with more accurate kicking results.
Martin gets a hard bump from Ward. Marriage with the hand pass. Griffiths has his head down now. Goal. That's number 2.
Griffiths needs to gain a more familiar and consistent goal-kicking routine. And when he does that, he will be rewarded with more accurate kicking results.
It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Shield has caught him for holding the ball. Shield plays on. Here's a long kick. He wins the contest.
Boston has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. Haynes gets a favourable bounce. Grigg gets a favourable bounce. Ward gets the intercept. He gets his hands on the footy. Cameron gets the footy. Sending it on its way, Patton with an easy mark.
Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Patton likes his chances for goal. He misses the mark. Smith has hit the woodwork. Disappointing kick there. He decides to play on. A massive kick by Grants. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Hopper can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Patton lining up with the goals. He lines it up with the goal. Patton goes for home. Patton kicks it straight through the big sticks.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
Marriage. He's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Takes possession. His run-up looks promising. Green scoops it up. Cooley has the football. He takes the footy. Good hand skills there. It's been cut off.
It'll be a ball up on the outer wing. Clean tap by Mumford. Cameron controls it.
The Tigers have posted a huge number of tackles, but it just isn't being reflected on the scoreboard. They need to work harder at collecting the loose ball. Smith goes for home. Nice kick, just a little bit too wide, and it's bounced off the post.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. Grigg from behind.
Grigg is just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Puts boot to ball. He grabs it, he decides to play it on. Shield should have passed the ball. He boots it.
He picks up the loose ball. Wilson picks it up. Kicks it. Marked by Cameron, perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Chips it down towards half forward. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. It's a beautiful angle right where you need it. He kicks it. He holds his breath. Green will be happy with goal number 2. Greater Western Sydney by 14. There's been a lot to enjoy in the second quarter. The scores are the Giants 47, the Tigers 33.
My motto was to always get to...
Finally, the third term begins.
Think big, believe big, act big, and the result will be big.
The loose ball picked up. Ward goes back to collect the ball, a free kick, and several tick. That's a massive kick. Drops the mark, and McCrummers are waiting. Cameron has been a step and a half too slow all game. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 35 metres out. He holds his breath. Cameron goes goalward. It's through. This lead getting bigger now. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash.
GWS could just absolutely dominating the clearances. No doubt that's why they're winning. Shield gains the loose ball. He slams that on the boot. Cooley takes a contested mark.
He's elected to play on. Choose to kick it. Nice mark there. Slams it on the boot. And the mark will be paid. Kicks. The ball goes out of bounds. Both ruckmen standing their ground. Good fist. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Handballs to the running man. Cochin going for number 1. The Tigers get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Gets his first. And look at that bounce. Mumford got a fist on it. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. He's heading for home. The ball is slammed towards goal by Cameron. Cameron just manages to sink it. The lead has been increased. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Hits the running man. He's running hot, Richard.
Yep, Dennis, he's a class act.
He runs for home. The ball mopped up. He picks up the loose ball. Patton kicks it just in time. Controlled by Green. That's 2 in a row for the Giants. Greater Western Sydney leads by 26.
Green is just so gifted. Either side of the body, he's a champion.
Cochin controls it. Shield applies a strong tackle. He picks up the loose ball. Whitfield grunts past and gets the ball. He's really a ball magnet. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies, just get them in flying formation. Mumford will be kicking from, as they would say, downtown. Going for goal number 3. Patton holds his breath like David Blaine as he watches this one. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. A dead straight bounce. Marriage gets onto the ball. He takes control of the loose ball. Caniglio with the running catch. Approaching the goals now. Cameron slams it on the boot. And it's close to goal as the ball goes over the boundary line. The umpire's throw is a good one. Tap by Mumford. Ward with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Superb handball. Edwards approaching home now. Oh, tough play. Richmond should really pack up and go home at this stage. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
The Giants could have been so precise with their disposal and with their delivery their forwards have been receiving. It's no wonder the Tigers were starting to fall behind. Haynes boots it. Scully marks it. He kicks the ball. Caniglio marks it. He chooses to play it on. Ellis by hand. It's been cut off.
Haynes on the ball at the moment. He's got the footy in his hands. Tackle, but gets the handball off. Short handball from Mumford. Cameron just stopping for a quick dance. Sends it on its way. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. And they like it behind the goals. He likes it. Goal! A much-needed goal for Richmond. The bounce is straight up and down. Mumford hits it. Lucky bounce collected. The ball in the hands of Whitfield. Approaching the goals now. The ball is thumped towards goal by Johnson. The Giants in front. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Big thump from Mumford. A short handball. Martin returns it. It's like he has the ball on a string. Cochin with the ball. Takes possession. He was pushed. He decides to play on. Booted by Grigg. A mark by Lambert. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
He's a long way from home, but he's a chance. What a huge goal by Lambert. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. Richmond players with massive smiles on their faces now. They needed that. Cameron picks up the loose ball. He gains possession. Mumford running in, about to kick. Out of bounds near the goal. Sends it on its way. Ward takes an uncontested mark.
Ward is a first-class decision maker. He appears relatively unhurried when under pressure and constantly finds the best option in heavy traffic. What a great skill. Edwards takes the uncontested mark.
Edwards sends one up towards the wing. A big run to take that mark. Puts boot to ball. Takes that one strongly. Haynes decides to play on. Griffiths with the goal. They could close the deal if they keep up the momentum.
Griffiths got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Mumford gets onto the ball. He timed the release to perfection. Nicely intercepted by Grimes. Low kick. A good mark under the circumstances. Martin delivers the ball forward. Rioli read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. The Giants lead at the end of the term by 19.
Richmond need to always make a total effort, even
after the break. The players should be eager to get started and finish the game with a win for their side.
It ain't over till it's over.
Martin kicks it. Wilson takes advantage. Big man does nicely. Lloyd gives the ball to the man on the run. Approaching the goals now. Chalk up a goal for Richmond. Reload gets number 2. All is in readiness. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Marriage without a touch. The clearance by Mumford. Ward was taken high. His kicking is unbelievable. Some people don't go that far for their holidays. Certainly that was not a hand pass. The umpire thinks the same and awards the free. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably the mind messes up more shots than the body. Goal to the Giants. It's a 3-goal lead to Greater Western Sydney. The bounce, laser straight. Guided by Cranford. Cochin onto the ball. Gets a handball away. Slips the handball to Kelly. She's running hot, Richo.
Well, Dennis, I just think he's having